Broskis, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another food review coming to y'all live, in which we've got another Wendy's item. Basically a full menu sort of collection of items. So if you guys don't know, if you don't keep up with pop culture or whatever, there's a show on Netflix called Wednesday. Season 2 was recently announced. They're making it, it's going to be released, and yeah, so Wendy's decided to partner up with, with the show, and we've got a little bit of a new menu to kind of celebrate it. So the menu essentially just consists of some nuggets, some fries, and a new Frosty. Overall, it's a pretty simple menu, nothing really too crazy about it. We got a nice little, looking bag there saying there's nothing happy about this meal, so that's kind of funny. Nice little nod to, the character of Wednesday. But it comes with a 10-piece of nuggets, coming within this really cool packaging. We also got some sauces right here. Again, really cool packaging, new packaging. And finally, we've got the fries, of course, because why wouldn't there be fries, Boom, packaging, really, really nice, looks really freaking cool. Now the meal itself comes out to be about a $10 value, which is not that bad. $10 for these 3 items, about $2.99 or $3.99 if you want to get the Frosty by itself, again, depending on your size needs. Because I got the large, I got the small one, so we're gonna be rocking with that one today. And it also comes, so this is the Raven's Blood Frosty, the new item just in general for Wendy's and specifically for this meal. We've got the Cursed and Crispy fries, and of course we got the Rest in 10-piece nuggets, which also come with dips of dread, which I don't know what this tastes like, but I mean, I guess we'll find out today. So to start things off, I mean, what we got? So we got some fries. They're gonna be simple. Wendy's fries, I love them. I know a lot of people don't really like them, but I really enjoy them. And of course, Wendy's nuggets, another favorite of mine. I mean, delicious, right? Personally, for me, you can't really go wrong with Wendy's food. I love their fries, I love their nuggets. I think overall, they're one of my favorite fast food places. But now we're gonna check out the dips of dread real quick, because I am curious to see what these are going to taste like. They it's called mystery sauce on the packaging, which worries me a little bit. So going into this, it's kind of like that's spicy, and it's very liquidy. Very liquidy. I don't want to show y'all this just because it's very liquidy, so it's gonna pour out. But let's see. Let's get a nugget and let's dip it in and see how this looks like on the nugget. So it's like a darker sauce, kind of like a barbecue sauce, at least color-wise. Smell-wise, it definitely has some kick to it. It definitely has some pepper, something in this, which I know is gonna make me not enjoy it as much as I would hope I would. But let's give it a shot. This is the dips of dread on the nuggets going in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's a spice. So taste-wise, you do get that strong, spicy kind of taste at the beginning, but spice-wise, it's not really that hot. Not as hot as I thought it was originally going to be. It does have a little bit of a kick to it, very, very tiny, but not really super noticeable, right? If you're a spice fiend, then this is not gonna be something that you're gonna really, get a huge kick out of, right? And on top of the taste, I think it's an okay taste. The beginning is where you really get that heavy taste. Later on, it kind of just disappears. I am barely even tasting the sauce anymore now. It's just gone, right? So kind of an okay sauce, not really my kind of thing personally. Maybe some of you like it, but for me, I don't know. I don't really care much for it. But yeah, so that's the sauce. Wanted to try that out, see how that was. But now let's go into the thing I've been the most excited for, the Wendy's X Wednesday Frosty, the Raven's Blood Frosty, which I think hopefully is gonna be good. Best served cold, like revenge. So that's definitely very fitting. All right, opening this up. Smell wise, that's pretty nice. So it's a vanilla Frosty. You can either get the vanilla version or the chocolate version. I get the vanilla version because it's just a standard, you know, might as well just start standard. And it looks like it has some, maybe like a raspberry drizzle. I think it's, or maybe it's cherry. It's either raspberry or cherry kind of drizzle within this. But it smells really nice. I really do like the smell of this one. What really matters is the taste. Is it going to taste good? Is it going to live up to the other Frosties? Is it going to be worth getting again in the future? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get a good scoop right here. A lot of the Frosty and some of the drizzle right here. This is the Wendy's Raven's Blood Frosty. I'm gonna try it out. Okay, so I did get a huge hit of vanilla, because you know a lot of that was just vanilla. Not much of the sauce, but a little bit of the sauce. Let me try to see if I can get a better scoop of the sauce. Maybe this is gonna be better. Let me try it out. Okay, that's a little bit more prominent now. And it's nice. It's fruity. It's refreshing. Honestly, this is a kind of Frosty. This is a kind of dessert-like, you know, item that I think I would like a lot. I think this is one that's, you know, kind of like what I mentioned before with like the McDonald's S'mores McFlurry. It has a good taste to it, although this one's a little bit more like on the lighter side when it comes to like the taste profile. But it's very light, it's fluffy. I like the taste of it, I like the texture of it. I mean, it's a simple kind of ice cream, right? You get the vanilla ice cream or the chocolate frosting, depending on what your preference is. And you get like this nice little drizzle throughout the entirety of the ice cream, which I think is nice. You know, it's nothing too crazy, right? But it's cool, you know, a nice little treat, a nice little special thing just to celebrate the show having a second season, the partnership, and this whole new menu. But yeah, simple, sweet, I like it. I personally really like it. Could be a little bit better, in my opinion, when it comes to the drizzle and the, you know, extra flavoring. Could have maybe added a little bit more to it. But for what it is, it's really nice. I do like it. So as for a general ranking for this menu, right? The nuggets, the fries, and of course the Frosty. And, you know, on top of that, the sauces, right? I think individually, I'm gonna give the sauce maybe like a 3-4 out of 10. Not the biggest fan of it, could personally do without it. The nuggets and fries for me, a solid like 8-9 out of 10. I mean, they're fantastic items. They're probably some of my favorite fast food items, some of my favorite fast food nuggets, some of my favorite fast food fries. So I'm gonna definitely get them pretty high up. As for the Frosty, I mean, I like it, but I don't know if it's good enough to the point where I would make it super high of a rank. I'll give it like a solid 6. Solid 6, maybe even a 7. Maybe 7 like on a high end. I mean, yeah, I said my piece about it. It's nice. I like it a lot, but it could have, you know, been more. You know what I'm saying? They could have added a bit more flavor to it, especially to that drizzle. Maybe like towards the bottom, there'll be more of like a stronger hit of the drizzle, but for like most of it, doesn't really seem like that's the case, sadly. But as an overall ranking of the meal as a whole, I'm gonna give it, honestly, a 7. It's a 7. I think. Maybe that's a bit high to some of y'all, but I don't know. To me, it's a very simple meal that works well, that gives you some of like the best of everything. It gives you a little bit of an entree with the nuggets and the fries. You get a Frosty and you get a cool extra little sauce. You know, maybe, hey, maybe some of y'all even like that sauce. And like, if you do, then it might even be better for you, right? So I'm gonna give it like a good 7 out of 10 for the whole meal in general, and that's what I'm gonna say. So of course, as per usual, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Stay tuned for next week. I know we skipped out on last week, just to some issues on my end, but next week hopefully we're gonna have something really nice for y'all. I got some ideas stirring up in my head that hopefully will come to fruition. We can see some really exciting stuff happen on the channel. But anyways, let me know down in the comments, of course, if you guys have had this meal yet, what your thoughts are on it, and if it's one that you like or would get again, or if you're just like, hey, it's a one-time thing, cool to have the one time, but it's just like, yeah, that's about it, right? Just a novelty item, a novelty meal. But yeah, so of course, as per usual, everything's down below if you want to check me out on my other stuff. I'll see you everyone in the next video. Have a good one. Goodbye.